When Angelo contacted me to make the film, I didn't know who he was.
We were in the middle of a shot. I don't remember exactly which one, but I remember we were pretty concentrated.
And I thought, who's this? I don't recognize this guy. Like, who's this like Italian-looking guy with a mustache? I don't even know who that is.
Everybody was focused in the zone, and
then Angelo sent another message, and then I remembered.
Then we hear the outside door bang, somebody banging in there.
So then I got in touch and said, no one's made it. And then we met and we started talking about it, and then
this lady that didn't know that we were filming and just asking for a coffee.
We went through the crowdfunding campaign and we worked on the drafts together, and I didn't imagine that we would get this far. You know what I was worried about?
What were you worried?
I was worried about getting in the way. Because like, the writer doesn't really have a role on a film set. So some directors don't like the writer to be anywhere near the film set.
Can I try one? I've got a 32 years old magazine editor. Her name is Kira, and she's recently come out of a relationship 4 years ago. She's like, she likes blah blah blah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Like, I want her to lie consciously, and then when she says 4 years ago, she just throw it there, and then she keeps going.
Well, could it emphasize Arabella's situation if, when she says 4 years ago, she kind of rolls her eyes or something? Kind of
I don't want no, because this moment is the moment when she enters and she takes control. She cannot show any weakness.
Right.
I mean, we were pretty close and we were discussing things. I was always looking for your opinion, and even in post-production, the longest post-production ever.
Because in post-production, we're trying to do things that are quite complicated. So you've got the two different visual styles, Cupid's world and the human's world, and then you've got two different audio styles because you muffle the voices.
Basically, we doubled the time.
Yeah, because the colouring is different as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our first crowdfunding campaign, Save the Cupids.
Yeah.
What do you remember about?
It was the idea of something shocking.
Right.
To move the conscience of the people with this image of a dead Cupid. But then it turned into a spoof of a charity campaign. Well, a spoof. We were pretty serious when we did it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then actually we reached the core of the story, which is we need people to interact more. Otherwise, these pure Cupids that are working every day so hard to match you up will lose their job, will lose their will to do it, will lose their life. Something that worked pretty well was giving the name of your Cupid if you do a donation. The Cupids Institute of Human Affairs.
Yes.
That was the one in charge of, that had the list of the people that we were asking the name for, and they were giving us, yeah, this name is connected with that person. Or, the crowdfunding campaign went well. We raised around £4,500.
Yeah.
And with those money, we are here today and creating all of this. The biggest help I had when I was trying to build the crew was that the story was really good. I think we created the passion all together, and were dedicating their time and their passion and their skills was because they believed in the story.
Yeah, still awake at 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Having been awake till 6 a.m. the previous night.
Like if it wasn't a comfortable atmosphere, and if it was just, you know, it makes it feel like hard work if you're not being looked after, and if everyone's getting on and everyone's being taken care of, it flies by. It's a lot better, definitely. And also, I just like being given brownies, and no matter what time in the morning, it's definitely a win. I mean, I won't go so far as to say that I would work for brownies, but I would definitely consider it.
Are you going to help me? You get to share in my favour if we succeed?
Yeah, I'll definitely rabbit help you. I am 100%
When I wrote Cupids, I gave it to quite a few directors, and they turned it down because they said it wasn't visually interesting enough. Because basically it's set in one place, and it's very static, you know.
Yeah.
The characters are very static. So for a director, especially the kind of aspiring directors, they're looking for something much more visually exciting. So they a lot of people turned it down, but you managed to make it visually interesting.
It's a fantasy story, and there are some fantasy elements and some fantasy characters. So how can we reproduce that visually? That was the challenge.
It's being shot in a very particular way. There's two worlds. There's a Cupid's world and there's a human's world. The human's world is going to look very beautiful. It's going to be that whole that love at first sight meeting, you know. So it has to look beautiful. And then Angela and I decided to flip it on its head a bit and actually made the Cupid's world, which people always associate with, you know, beautiful things, angelic, you know, all these. We just wanted to make that look as boring as possible, essentially. Very boring, doco style. You know, The Office, or Parks and Recreation, or, you know, that type of style of shooting, where it's quick zoom in and out, like weird looks, just kind of all that type of stuff. That's going to be the Cupid style, really. And just essentially flip the two worlds on its head and kind of give the whole film two totally different vibes. Yeah, it's a big experiment, but hopefully it'll pay off. We've got two cameras on set, you know. We've got a beautiful Alexa camera, wonderful, you know, and we're using what would be considered probably a much lesser camera for over 50% of the film, which is, for a cinematographer, is quite a tease. I'll go in tighter on you sooner, because I didn't realise you were going to be quite so sinister about the whole thing, so I'll go in sooner.
I'm pretty pissed off about that.
Yeah, I'll go in sooner for you, definitely.
But movement-wise was perfect.
Yeah.
If you want to reserve,
we can up a lot. Yeah, I can do much better.
Okay. Yeah, reserve.
The film is, so Cupids is a love story, and there's a Cupid's world, and then there's the human's world, and I'm one of the humans. And they've kind of flipped the whole thing on its head, I think. So the Cupid's love story is filmed in kind of soft focus, romanticised, and the actual love story between the two humans is filmed, I don't know what time the camera it's filmed on, but it's going to look more real and less kind of dreamlike, is that right?
It's actually the other way around.
No, it's that way around, isn't it?
No, it's the other way around.
Is it?
I think when you play a character, the place that you're in terms of life, does have an effect on the way you play it. You can't help that, you know. If you've recently fallen in love, that kind of that sounds negative, but it has an effect on it, and vice versa. If you've been hurt by love, or you haven't been in a relationship, whatever it is. So the moment I'm a bit of a cynic, so Claire has become slightly more cynical than I'd say I am. But it's fun you know, it's like drama therapy. We've got lots of lovely extras. Lots of people floating around. Lots more wings.
Been in the closet since 2005.
It's the best bit, dressing up. I mean, to be fair, that's why I want to do this. I just want to dress up.
Like dressing up?
Yeah. I think I'm quite conventional. I'm quite serious normally.
What I also discovered is, because I am quite a hirsute man, that having hair on my back means that the wings stay on, which is good, but it means that the next day peeling glue off is painful and bad.
I want you to play with one thing.
Yeah.
And the wings. They need to... No, I want you to play with the fact that her wings makes you kind of uncomfortable.
Okay, cool. Sure.
Okay, so I don't want to tell you when, where, how. Just keep that in mind, all right? They kind of make you feel uncomfortable. Position-wise, remember this is the separation line between you two. So, Tiernan, as well for you. When we're gonna do the shooting in front of this, that line should be in exactly middle of you two.
Okay.
Okay, so even now, when she comes in that way and we take it from there, just try to keep that line in the middle of you.
Okay.
Okay, that is your first position. The biggest side of filmmaking for me is working with the actors, see them performing, trying to push their limits, challenging them. It's one of the best feeling for somebody that works with them. Let's do a quick one rehearsal. Another quick rehearsal, just with the movement. Even when you approach here, we will gonna, in the other one, we are gonna follow you. So you enter. You are already surveying the room while you enter. Take your time to have a look at everything. So you're gonna look first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Take the time to understand the situation. It was good, like you reacted to that situation because you see a lot of bored people. Okay. And then go with the flow. Okay, but take it easy. Yeah, take your time. You are the teacher right now. You need to take charge of everything.
What Arabella needs is to rediscover her appreciation of what love is.
It was actually a journey of Arabella finding again the reason why she was doing that job. The story about loving what you do.
Camera. 3, take 2. Okay. Angelo, let us know when.
Action.
I have a 32-year-old magazine editor. Her name is Claire, and she's recently come out of a relationship 4 years ago. She likes documentaries, reading trashy novels, and calling her sister. Have I got any potential matches here?